for the Hawks, we have number 23, Sam Warnock, David Juranox, Aaron Davis, and we are off. Scott Henderson wins the draw and knocks the puck forward to Peter Gappa, who tries to take it round Mayo in defence. He's dispossessed, but Kerr dumps it in round the boards. It's picked up behind the back of the net by Callum Boyd for the Sharks. He turns back, but the Blackburn defence does well to pick that one off. Scott Henderson flicks it in deep behind the net, and it's picked up by Boyd, who drops it in front to Gappa, but a good stick by Odell in the Hawks net diverts it away. And it's a shot from the point by Ross Conley, and it's a big glove save. First 30 seconds gone already, and it's been all in the Hawks' defensive zone. Pressure coming from the Sharks from the off, as both teams head off for a line change. Big Jonathan McBean in for the draw for the Sharks, and he wins it to Lewis Young, who shoots right into the logo in the centre of Odell's chest. Makes a save, and it'll be another face-off. Odell. McBean loses out in the draw this time. Blackburn clear it through neutral ice. It's picked up by Bentham in his defensive zone, who lays it off to Kelbeatty, returning from injury for the Sharks tonight. Bentham plays it to Young. It's picked off at centre ice by Sam Warnock. Sharks have it now. It's dumped in by Cam Hamill. Lewis Young putting his defences, the Blackburn defence, under pressure and wins it back. It's hard fought on the boards on the near side here. Blackburn come out, but it's picked off by Bentham. Bentham skates through, gains the zone, dumps it in round the boards. It's behind the net, and it's picked up by King, who backhands it, and it's flashed out by the Blackburn defence into neutral ice, but it's picked up by Bentham again in his defensive zone, who plays a stretch pass across ice to Kieran Hare, who plays it to Ross Murray, who deflects it into the zone. It's behind the Blackburn net. Still behind the net. Gordon Horn battling for it. Gordon Horn wins it, plays it to Ross Murray. Gordon Horn on the far side boards, plays it back to Murray, and behind the goals. Sharks in their attacking zone. Goes to the point to Liam Danskin. Liam Danskin dumps it in to Gordon Horn, who's still behind the net. He skates out now, turns on the boards and plays it to Ross Murray again. It's still behind the net. Sharks with lots of possession, but not much in front of the net, and Blackburn managed to come clear into centre ice, where it's picked up by Gordon Horn. Gordon Horn plays it across to Liam Danskin, plays it to Murray. Murray still has it, he plays it across to Kieran Hare in front of the penalty boxes, who dumps it in, and Sharks go for a change. Blackburn come out now. It's well picked off by Rory Lockerbie and Connor Henderson. Connor Henderson through the middle to Lewis Houston in the middle, who tips it just wide of the net, but picks up his own deflection. It's Kerr on the point, plays it across. It's fired on net and just wide. Bit of a strange bounce off the boards, allows Connor Henderson to pick it up to Lewis Houston. Plays it back to Henderson. He's tied up on the boards behind the net, but gains the puck. Flashes it in front, and it goes the whole length of the ice. Callum Hepburn picks it up and behind his own goal, lays it off for Ross Conley. Ross Conley for the Sharks through centre ice to Peter Gappa, who picks it up, controls it well, crosses the blue. Gappa rounds the man, fires. It's a good save. Blackburn fire it clear, and that one's going to go for icing. Sharks will get the face off in the attacking zone. We have Scotty Henderson in for the draw for the Sharks. And he wins it. Boyd nearly forces it round his man, but it's picked off well by Watson. Watson plays it round the boards. Kept in the zone though. Blackburn come forward through neutral ice, across the red, across the blue. They fire it wide of Hepburn's goal, and it's well worked by Bentham to get rid of it. Davis fires it towards net, but it's picked up in front by Kelbeatty. Kelbeatty skates behind his goal, but he's put under pressure by Davis. Fires at the length of the ice. Scott Henderson lays off Gappa. Gappa rounds his man, but it's well defended again by King. kept in by Ben. No, it's not. Sharks have to retreat. And Blackburn have possession, but Gap is putting them under pressure again. A big hit goes in from Callum Boyd in open ice. Clean hit. And the Sharks have possession now through Callum Boyd. Dumps it round the boards. Gap will pick it up for the Sharks, who again's bumped into the boards, still on his feet. Blackburn clear it. They tip it round, but it's picked up well by Page for the Sharks, who clears it to Gapper. Gapper's hit maybe a bit late, but no call. Boyd comes forward now. Boyd fires. Good save at the second attempt by Old Dale. Catcher side, he fumbled it a little bit, but he held on to it and kept the puck out of the net. It'll be a face-off in the attacking zone for the Sharks as the Sharks make a line change. That'll be Thacker in for the draw with McBean. McBean wins it for the Sharks, but it's picked up. And Blackburn come forward through James. It's a good hit in centre ice by Danskin to dispossess the man of the puck. And Sharks come forward through Page. It's dumped through Cam Hamill, who gets a touch on it. And Old Dale has to play it behind his net, but Hamill picks it up, dumps it behind the net. Lewis Young has it for the Sharks. Finds Hamill at the far side, in front of the World Championship flags. And it's shot on net by Page. It's tipped by Hamill, but it goes wide. Danskin manages to keep it in, but Blackburn get it out at the second attempt. It's picked up by McBean now in neutral ice. Skates it into his defensive zone. Turns his man well in neutral ice. Davis comes in, good clean hit, dispossesses him of the puck. Dumps it in, and Sharks will pick it up now through Page. Plays it round the boards towards Lewis Young, but it's picked off by Aaron Davis, who loses the puck in neutral ice. Gordon Horn now for the Sharks, coming forward through the face-off circle. And in behind the net, he's well defended, forced wide by Warnock, I think it is. Loses his man. Sharks have it. Davis knocks Ross Conley off the puck well to Gordon Horn. Dumps it behind the net. Kieran Hare will battle for it and wins it. Ross Murray has it now. Ross Murray was forced onto the ice. Back up, Sharks still have possession through Gordon Horn, who dumps it in, and Ross Murray has it again for the Sharks. Rounds the face-off circle. Murray fires low, but just wide. Stuart Kerr dumps it in round the boards. Missed by Kieran here, but he'll pick it up at the second attempt. Put under pressure. Blackburn force it wide. Come forward. Dump it the length of the ice, but Kerr picks it up for the Sharks to Connolly. Plays a long stretch pass to Gordon Horn. Gordon Horn now on the right-hand side of the rink as we look. Plays it down the boards to Kieran Hare. Kieran Hare has it, and behind the net. It's fired on net by Kerr. It's wide. It's off the base of the post. And again, Blackburn come forward. Blackburn are shouting for a trip. I don't think there was much in it, neither does the referee. Nothing called. Blackburn working hard, but Sharks do well to pick them off through Lockerbie. Lockerbie's battling into the boards, and they come out with it through Connor Henderson. Can't clear the zone, but Bentham has it. Plays it to Beattie. Beattie, stretch pass. It's missed by Henderson. It'll go the length of the ice. That'll be ice in. And we'll come straight back up to the end that Callum Hepburn defends his net for a face-off to Callum's right-hand side as we're looking. It'll be Lewis Houston for the Sharks against Lukovic for Blackburn. And it's won by the Blackburn man. Back to his defenceman and dumped in. Riddick picks it up now in behind Callum Hepburn's net. Skates out, looks for an angle, but it's well defended by a combination of Houston and Bentham. And they clear it to Lockerbie round the boards. Blackburn pick it up again. Flash it across the net, and Kel Beattie will pick that up for the Sharks. Kell plays it the length of the ice to Rory Lockerbie, who's open. One-on-one. Lockerbie shoots. Good save again by Old Dale. His defenceman's there to help him and flick it out. And Blackburn come forward now through neutral ice. Dump it in, head off for a change. Bentham will pick it up for the Sharks. He's put under pressure. but he does well. Combination of Bentham and Beattie to clear it. Houston has it now. Back to Beattie. Beattie assesses his option, plays a lovely stretch pass towards Callum Boyd, who gains the zone, drops it to Bentham. Bentham fires! And it comes off the stick of Oldale and into the net behind the goal. It'll be a face-off in the Sharks attacking zone. It'll be Scott Henderson for the Sharks. Up against 46, Marcus Thacker for Blackburn. Scott Henderson wins it, collects his own, plays it to Gappa. Gappa in front, he flashes it, and it's well covered. Well covered over there by Oldale in the Blackburn net. He kind of found himself swimming just a little bit, but he managed to get the glove over the puck and cover it up before a Shark could get it into the back of the net. Promising from the Sharks. Again, same two in for the face-off, opposite side of the circle now, and it's won by Blackburn. Blackburn clear it and come forward through James, who's hit by Henderson, but cleanly. Henderson has possession of the puck for the Sharks. Plays it towards Ross Conley. Apologies, it's Finn Page. Finn Page rounds the net, plays it off the goalie's stick, and there's a melee in front of the net. He lies down, it's came out. The goalie had no idea where it was. It's came out. Blackburn have got away with one there. There are a number of bodies in front of the goal, but Sharks couldn't force it home. They come forward again now through Boyd. Loses the puck off his stick, but does well to win it back. He's hit behind the net by Cade. No call on the play. Picked off by Scott Henderson, but Blackburn regain possession. Sharks are putting on the pressure, but Blackburn come out, dump it into neutral ice, where Danskin will pick it up for the Sharks. Plays it to Henderson, who lays it off to Gappa. Gappa drops it back to Scott Henderson, who fires! And again, it's a glove save by Oldale. 10:37 left to play in this period. It's been a quick first nine and change so far. A lot of Sharks pressure, but no reward as of yet. McBean in for the draw for the Sharks and wins it. It's picked off by Blackburn, they're tied up. It's fired by Hamill, but it's saved again by Oldale. And we'll have a face-off, same circle. Do it all again. McBean has it, wins it again, plays it to Hamill, but again well defended by Blackburn. Sharks dump it and Hamill has it behind the net. Assesses his option. McBean loses his man. It's picked off well. And there's a cross check there. Sharks are going to go in the power play. It's number 11 is going to go for the penalty for Blackburn. It's Watson. Sharks have the extra attacker on. It's touched up. Callum Hepburn headed to his net, to his bench pretty quickly to get the attacker on, but Sharks couldn't benefit there. They'll get a 2-minute man advantage as Watson heads to the penalty box for cross-checking. Sharks are wanting the face-off at the other side. Sharks get the face-off at the other side. It'll be the power line that is Scott Henderson, Lewis Houston, Peter Gappa, Ross Conley on defence with care. Blackburn come forward, though, through Riddick. Riddick drops the puck, loses his man. There could have been a trip called on Kerr there, but it's not. Sharks come forward, Scott Henderson through the middle, forehand, backhand, rounds his man, goal! What a fantastic finish, Scotty Henderson. Straight through the centre of the two circles, forehand, backhand, sends the goalie the wrong way, flicks it over the top of him, and just for Andy, there's the first boom of the night. Didn't take Sharks long at all to grab the advantage on the man advantage there. The power play firing already. I'm sure that'll please Martin tonight. And we're off again, 1-0 to the Sharks through Scott Henderson. Sharks have it. It's Kel Beattie behind his own net, looking for his options. Skates out himself. Plays a long pass. It's touched well by Kieran here. Ross Murray steps over it. Kieran here picks up his own pass and skates behind the Blackburn net. Dumps it in, but it's picked off well by King. Ross Murray finishes his hit. But Blackburn come forward through Lukvic. Called offside. A bit of a late call, but it's offside. Number 19, Richard Bentham, gets the assist on Scott Henderson's goal there. It's that man, Bentham, that has it behind his net, and he lays it off towards Gordon Horn. Gordon Horn looks for Ross Murray through centre ice, but he can't control the puck. King picks it up for Blackburn. Finds his man in centre ice, who again can't control it, and Rory Lockerbie picks it up for the Sharks, dumps it in. Oldale will stop it, play it, helps out his defenceman, and it works out well for them. It's King now through the middle. Again, well worked by Connor Henderson just to get a touch, but Blackburn pick it up, dump it in deep. In the far side corner, Sharks will look to come out with it. Kelbeatty finds Richard Bentham on the near side as we look. Bentham skates in, gains his own, drops it off to Connor Henderson, who just about controls it. But it's picked off by number 61, who's Ben McClelland, for Blackburn. And they come forward now through James, who again dumps it in deep. Lewis Houston will pick it up for the Sharks and sends it round the boards towards Lockerbie, who lays it back to Page, who finds Bentham. Back to Page, and Page will come forward. Plays it to Lewis Houston through neutral ice, gains his own. Lewis Houston thought about the shot, rounds the net. Excuse me. Blackburn clear it well, they come forward, but it's picked off well at the point by Danskin. Connor Henderson. Rory Lockerbie gets tied up in his skates, and Blackburn will pick it up now. They have it through number 61, McClelland, who finds a stretch pass towards Davis, who controls, gains his own. He's hit hard by Page, cleanly but hard against the boards, and Sharks now have possession and come forward. Danskin stretches the pass to Scott Henderson, who dumps it on net. Oldale has to deal with it. Gappa plays it from the sideboards in front of the net. It's tipped wide. Danskin again from the point, controlled by Boyd in front. It's tied up in feet again, and it's came out. Blackburn again falling lucky. Comes out, and they dump it clear. Stuart Kerr has it now for the Sharks. Plays it across to Danskin. Danskin looks for Gappa. Ison's waved off on the call, but King has possession for Blackburn. Blackburn come forward. It's a long stretch pass by Riddick through to Mahoy, but he's tied up by Kerr. Travis Lavery now has it behind his net for the Sharks. Plays the pass to Gappa. Gappa drops it off to Kerr. Kerr dumps it in. It's in behind the Blackburn net. Callum Boyd will look to pick that up for the Sharks, but he's dealt with well. Scott Henderson has it now for the Sharks. Shoots. That'll be a high stick by Boyd. Clever play to let Blackburn touch it first, but Blackburn will come forward now through Lukvic. Gains his own, tries to round his man, but Kerr forces him wide. Hepburn does well to deal with it. First attempt, second attempt, and blocked. Blocked well in front by Lavery. There's going to be a penalty on the call. It's going to be number 89 for the Sharks. Scott Henderson's going to sit 2 minutes for slashing. Blackburn's chance to see how their power play fares. Yeah, I don't think we can argue with that one. The Blackburn stick is snapped in two there. I think that's one of the most obvious slashes you'll see this season. Scotty Henderson, but sometimes you've got to take a 2-minute penalty. That'll be Gordon Horn in the face-off against Lukvic for the Sharks, and it's won by Gordon Horn. Bentham clears it round the boards. Riddick loses his stick in the process of Bentham clearing it, but gains it again. And Blackburn keep it in the zone at the point. Bentham again clears it round the boards, but it's well blocked. Find their man on the point. It's Mahoy. Dumps it in. Riddick behind the net. It's cleared by Bentham by the Sharks. The length of the ice, and Oldale will come out of his net. Plays it round towards Mahoy, but he misses it. Riddick will pick it up though. Sharks putting under pressure. They come forward now. Blocked by Kieran here. Kieran here battling hard in centre ice. but loses out. Blackburn still have possession, still in neutral ice. Lutvic gains the zone. Tries to round Beattie, but Beattie deals with it well, and Beattie will come forward. Sharks have it. Gordon Horn now crosses the red, dumps it in. It's on net, and Oldale has to deal with it. He bats it high into the air. First minute of the penalty gone already. Sharks working hard on the kill. Blackburn look to set a play in behind their own net through King. King gets it back and skates forward over the blue. Plays the pass, number 23. Sam Warnock has it, dumps it in behind the net towards Watson. Watson battles hard with Beattie, and Beattie gains possession. Maybe gets a hook, but no call. King fires, big kick save from Hepburn. Lewis Young will fire it round the boards. Ross Murray chasing after for the Sharks, but he's bet by Cross. Cross plays a pass to King. King again. Comes over the blue, over the red, gains his own with a pass towards Thacker. But again, it's picked off by the Sharks and cleared by Ross Murray. Lewis Young will put Sam Warnock under pressure, but Warnock deals with it fine. Plays it round the boards now. Cross has it for the Hawks. Plays it towards James. Shoots. Catcher save by Hepburn. No problem. Makes it look easy, as Callum does on many an occasion. Sharks are back to full strength now as well. 4 minutes 10 left to play in this first period. Score still Solway Sharks 1, Blackburn Hawks 0. Scott Henderson in for the face-off with James of Blackburn. And it's won by the Blackburn man, but they can't control it, and Sharks come forward now. It's Boyd in neutral ice. Gains the zone, dumps it in, and Scott Henderson will pick it up behind the net, plays it towards Boyd. Boyd has it, circles, fires right into the logo again of Oldale. Does well to hold on. And it'll be a face-off in the Sharks attacking zone. Scott Henderson in for the face-off. Boyd picks it up for the Sharks. Henderson has it. Henderson in close. Tries to round the goalie. Well saved by O'Dale. Lying on his stomach, but it's picked up by Boyd. Boyd plays it towards. It's saved in front. It was Scott Henderson again that was looking for it. It was a big hit at centre ice. Lutvic the other way. It's held by Hepburn. There was a big hit at centre ice. I think it was one of the younger lads of Blackburn trying to put a hit in on Callum Boyd, but he just bounced back off him. Boyd was having none of it, and it put Sharks back on the attack. But we'll have a face-off now. It's Watson in against Lewis Houston. Lewis Houston wins it, plays it back towards Kerr, who'll pass it round behind his net towards Connolly, who plays it round. It gets out the zone. Blackburn will have to clear the zone. Connor Henderson picks it up in his defensive zone. Assesses his options, skates through centre ice, but he's picked off well by Watson. Well read by Kerr for the Sharks. Plays it up the line towards Rory Lockerbie, who dumps it on to Connor Henderson. Connor Henderson back to Lockerbie in front of the Blackburn bench. Defended well. Aaron Davis sends it the length of the ice. Not quite enough to be icing, but it's picked up by Kerr. Kerr's hit, the puck's in behind the net. Everybody seemed to stop there as if they're waiting maybe a call on the plate. Lewis Houston picks it up for the Sharks to Connor Henderson. Connor Henderson loses out, but the Sharks pick it up again through Lewis Houston in neutral ice, gains the zone. Pass just bobbles over Connor Henderson's stick. Blackburn half clear. Rory Lockerbie tripped in behind the net, but again no call on the play, and Blackburn will come forward now. It's dumped in. Funny bounce off the boards, but it's picked up by Kerr. Kerr plays it forwards towards Johnny McBean for the Sharks, gains the zone, fires. Blocker save again by Oldale. Had to make it. It was nestling in the top corner of that one by the looks. And with 2 minutes 15 to play in this first period, it's still Solway Sharks 1, Blackburn Hawks 0. Jonathan McBean in for the face-off for the Sharks. Face-off warning there for Blackburn. Too many players on the ice. First warning, but the face-off's clean, and it's won by Lukvich. Plays it back towards number 61, who's McClelland, who comes forward. He's dispossessed well by McBean. McBean fires high and wide. Bentham picks it up at the point and fires it towards Lewis Young for the Sharks. Battling hard for it. Blackburn managed to clear it out into neutral ice, but it's picked up by Kel Beattie for the Sharks. Kel Beattie goes to round his net, stops up, sends his man the wrong way. And here he comes forward now through centre ice. Pass one, pass two, gains the zone. Beattie behind the Hawks net now. Plays the pass towards Hamill. Hamill finds Bentham. Bentham fires on the point, and it hits the stick of number 79, which is James Riddick. And Blackburn clear it. They have it. King has it. Hamill. Hamill's shot is blocked in front, and it's picked up by Blackburn, who again finds Riddick. Bentham reads the play brilliantly. Bentham one-on-one. Fires just wide of the far side post. Hamill finishes his hit on his man, and Sharks come away with the puck. Bentham has it again on this near side. Plays it back to McBean. Lots of bodies in front of the net. McBean checks back to Bentham. Bentham again. He saucer pass from the point towards Hamill. No deflection, misses it, but picks it up in behind the net. Hamill has it, fires it in front. Deflects up off the defenceman's stick, and it's caught well by Oldale in the Blackburn net. And we'll have a face-off with 52 seconds of this period remaining. Still, Solway Sharks 1, Blackburn Hawks 0. The Gordon Horn for the Sharks. Against Luke Watson for Blackburn. And it's Horn that wins it. Danskin round the boards towards Murray. Murray has it and fires the pass across the front of the goal. Kieran here can't get enough on it to put it into the net. And Blackburn clear it, but it's picked up by Danskin. Danskin gains his own by a pass to Murray. Flashes his shot wide of the post, and Blackburn have it through Davis. Up the far side of the rink, and they fire straight into the logo of Callum Hepburn. No problem dealing with them all night long. And we'll have a face-off to the left-hand side of Hepburn's net with 28 seconds to go. Again, it's Gordon Horn up against Watson. And again, Gordon Horn wins it, does well to tie up his man and gain the puck. Danskin plays it backhanded towards Murray round the boards. Murray comes forward, dumps it in. Again, round the boards, it's behind the Blackburn net. Gordon Horn does well to distract his man, misses the puck. But Blackburn come forward through neutral ice. 23, it's Sam Warnock. Dumps it in, he's hit well by Page again, it is. And that'll do us for the end of that period. End of period 1, it's Solway Sharks 1, Blackburn Hawks 0. Sharks probably the more dominant side over the 20 minutes, but only managed to convert one chance. Oldale and the Blackburn Hepburn roughs up his crease, takes his position, and we're off here in the Shark time for period 2. Sharks win the draw and come forward quickly through Boyd. Rounds his man, still has a puck behind the net. Picked off well by Blackburn, who clear only as far as Ross Conley on the point, who fires it round. Boyd has it now on the near side boards. Plays it backhanded towards Gappa. Gappa looks for Boyd in front of the net, but Blackburn clear it. Flicked forward high and off the boards behind Hepburn's net. You probably heard it ping the plexi. Sharks pick it up. Blackburn have it now in neutral ice. It's sent the length of the ice, and it'll go for ice in. Bit of a shout from the Blackburn bench. I'm not sure whether they're annoyed about the icing call, but from up here it did look clear as day. Or whether they're annoyed at their own man for actually icing the puck, who knows. But Sharks get a line change after 37 seconds of this period. McBean wins the draw. It's tied up well. Blackburn gain possession. Clear it. It's only as far as Beattie, but it squeaks out over the blue. Beattie finds Bentham, dumps it in towards Hamill. Hamill misses the pass, and Blackburn come forward now. It's James Riddick wearing number 23. My apologies, Sam Warnock, that is number 23. Not their usual jerseys with their names on the back, so a couple of the Blackburn players that we know the faces, easy to get confused tonight. Blackburn have it Definitely. They dump the puck in and Sharks will gain possession. Richard Bentham has it. Still in his own zone, but gains the blue, gains the red, and plays the pass towards Jonathan McBean, who stops up. Deflected into the corner and Blackburn clear. Bentham does well. On the point. Dumped in, but Sharks weren't out the zone, so they had to clear the zone. Let Blackburn pick it up. Not any pressure, and they come forward now. The dump pass is picked off by McBean, but there's a whistle for offside. Not sure on that one. Wilson definitely saying he's seen an offside, and that'll be a face-off just outside the Shark zone. Big Gordon Horn for the Sharks. Up against Jacob Lukvich for Blackburn, and it's won by Gordon Horn. Page dumps it in for the Sharks. It's in behind the net and it's flicked round the boards and into the net. Came off the plexi, it's deflected out. It'll not be a delay of game, but it will be a face-off in the defensive Blackburn zone, which again, same two as it was seconds ago. Lukvich for the Hawks, Gordon Horn for the Sharks. Horn wins it again to Kieran Hare. Kieran Hare dumps it round the boards, but it's picked off by Blackburn. They can't clear, and Dancing comes forward from the point. Looked for Kieran Hare on the left-hand wing, but it's picked off, and Blackburn come forward at speed. Well played by Lukvich, who fires just over Hepburn's shoulder and just over the bar. Lukvich picks it up again from behind the net, skates up into the slot. It's blocked in front, combination of Blackburn and the Sharks man, and Sharks come forward through Murray. Murray has the puck but loses possession, gains it behind the net, plays it towards Kieran Hare, played it back towards Murray, but Blackburn pick it off. They'll come forward now. Again through Lukvich, looks for his man on the far side who fires. Hepburn spills it, but there's no pressure on him. Manages to bat it behind, and it's picked up by Gordon Horn. Gordon Horn sends it round the boards, but it's shot from the point by Cross. Saved by Hepburn, picked up in behind the net by Danskin. Danskin for the Sharks. Finds Finn Page, who skates at the length of the ice and dumps it back up the boards towards Danskin, who flicks it round his man, shoots it on net, hits Lewis Houston in front, and it's deflected away from the goal. Blackburn will come forward now. There's a hooking penalty. Finn Page does well to stand up his man. Sharks pick up the puck, but there's got to be a penalty on Lewis Houston by the looks of it for the Sharks. No, it's Connor Henderson, my apologies. 2 minutes for hooking. And again, Blackburn will have the opportunity on a 2-minute man advantage. Lewis Houston in for the face-off. Up against Jacob Lukvich. And it's won by Houston. It's cleared and it clears the zone. Ross Conley clearing it for the Sharks, but it's picked up by Blackburn. It's sent round the boards and it's picked up by Kerr, who sends it, fires it round the boards, well kept in. Midway in the zone by the Hawks man. And they're battling for it. You've got Rory Lockerbie for the Sharks. Blackburn come away with it, but it's tied up by Ross Conley. Blackburn pick it up through Lukvich. Assesses his options behind the net, skates slowly round the circle, fires it to the far side. Back to Lukvich, high slot, shoots over. Not troubling Hepburn with that, but Blackburn still have it. It's shot in front and it's blocked by his own man. It was Davis that blocked it. And it's good work by Lewis Houston. Clears it the length of the ice. Sharks will head for a change. Blackburn pick it up. Lukvich has it. Plays it, looks for it. Beattie picks it off for the Sharks. Gains the zone. Skates in behind the net. Is bumped. Couple of pile up in the corner. Missed cross check there. Looked a very high stick in Kel Beattie's face. Nothing called. Blackburn come forward now. Fired on net and Hepburn saves that at his near post. Bentham's not happy with a hit on his teammate. Richard Bentham, the first one to stick up for his teammates here. Didn't like the hit earlier on Kel Beattie by Watson. And he doesn't take long to tell him. Scott Henderson in for the draw for the Sharks. Blackburn still on the man advantage. Bentham and Watson still having words. Opposite sides of the face-off circle, but there's definitely still words going between the two of them. Blackburn win the draw and have it at the point. It's fired, it's tipped in front by Thacker, but it's well over. And it's fired into the side of the net. Beattie clears it round the boards. King does well to control it. Bentham hits Watson. Knew that was coming. Both men on their feet, clean hit. Still has it. Bentham looks for the hit again. Dispossesses his man of the puck this time. Bentham and Watson are tied up behind the net. Still a conversation between the two. Watson's playing high guy. Bentham's still talking to him. Blackburn come forward now. Now Callum Boyd's stick has just been slashed clean out of his hand. There's no call in the play. Blackburn come forward. The net's off. Yeah, behind the goal. Callum's knocked the net off. And now he's having a wee push with Watson as well. Watson seems to be getting underneath the skin of a few of the Sharks here. Sharks have returned to full strength. It's 5-on-5, clear as day. Callum Boyd is saying to Ferguson, my stick was slashed out his hand. I must agree with him. Callum Boyd wouldn't have thrown his stick half the length of the ice without it being hit by someone. But no call in the play. We're back to 5-on-5. Beattie loses out, McBean loses out in the draw there. Blackburn got a shot in from the point, but it's saved well by Hepburn, picked up by Page. Battling hard for it, McBean and Hamill for the Sharks on the far side. Blackburn come out, look for the man in front, but it comes all the way through and it clears the zone. Blackburn have it in their own defensive zone now. Coming hard up the near side, but it's picked off by McBean. Lukevich gains it for the Hawks, who dumps it in behind the net, and it's picked up by Page. Page passes it out well, rounds his man, plays a lovely stretch pass by Lewis Young towards McBean. McBean picks it up on this near side, loses an edge unfortunately, and Hawks come through. It's a wee bit scrappy the last minute or two of this period. Danskin has it behind the Sharks net, just settles it down, looks for an option, finds Hamill. Hamill plays a pass to Lewis Young. Lewis Young gains his own and scores! Lewis Young, fantastic finish. Gives the goalie the eyes, backhanded, high over the sprawling goalie. Solway Sharks take a 2-goal lead. Lewis Young, the scorer. And another boom for Andy. Great work from the Sharks to soak up the 2-minute penalty kill. Kill a wee bit of scrappiness in the game, go up the other end and score. Fantastic from the Sharks, and they deserve the 2-goal lead. But Blackburn come forward quickly, fired on net, no problem for Hepburn. Low on his pads, paddles it away. Murray picks it up for the Sharks, looks through centre ice for Kieran here. Picked off by Blackburn, and they come forward through King. King drops it towards James, but he loses possession, and Kerr picks it up for the Sharks. Plays it round the boards, and it's Kieran here coming forward at speed, gains the red, gains the blue. Past the front of his benches, there's a hit on Kieran here, but he picks up the puck again. It's tapped away by Old Dale in the net, and Blackburn will come forward now. Blackburn have it through Mahoy, dumps it round Kerr in the corner behind Hepburn's net. Kerr does well to tie him up. Gordon Horn helps him out and comes away with the puck in behind his own net. He's put under pressure, he's bumped a few times, but he still has it. Travis Lavery now plays it towards Kerr. Kerr comes forward, it's out the zone. There's a late hit there by James, he misses his man, maybe made to look a wee bit foolish by Kerr, but the big shot in front misses its target. Ross Murray sprawling across the ice to block the pass. Ross Murray puts in a big hit in open ice on Thacker. There's no call on the play. It's offside. Murray's loving it. There's a big smile on his face, and the physicality of this game's just stepped up. Boyd rounds his man, rounds the goal, plays it to Henderson. Goal! Scotty Henderson, second goal of the night. 3-0 Sharks. Sharks step up the physicality, and it pays off with a goal. Blackburn having a little moan towards the referee. There was no calls on the play. Sharks take the 3-0 lead. Coach Osman not happy on the Blackburn bench. But the goal stands, and it's 3-0 Solway. 11 minutes, 48 to play in the second period. Boom. Davis gains the puck and gains the zone. Fires on Hepburn's net. Hepburn juggles in front. Beattie pushes. It's Watson again away. Says, get away from my goalie. As he pushes Watson away from in front of Hepburn. There'll be a face-off to the right-hand side of Hepburn's net. But Watson in against Scott Henderson. It's won by Watson. Back to the point. King fires. It hits feet in front. Bentham does well to clear it, and it clears the zone. Blackburn in possession. It's picked off by Scott Henderson. Just offside. I think probably right enough on that one. I think Gappa just got a wee bit ahead of the puck. Gained the zone before the puck did. No offside call given. So it'll be a face-off in neutral ice. Lewis Houston for the Sharks. Lukevich for Blackburn. And it's won by the Blackburn man. Plays it back towards King in the defence. Picked off well by Connor Henderson, sorry, for the Sharks. But Blackburn have it behind the net. They flick it round. It's blocked again by Connor Henderson. Sharks putting a good forecheck on, but Blackburn do well to come away with it. They have it through Riddick. Riddick's dispossessed well by Beattie, who plays it across to his defensive partner Bentham. Back to Beattie. Beattie looks up the boards for Houston and finds him in the neutral zone. Plays a lovely pass through to Lockerbie. Lockerbie rounds his man, backhanded. Shoots, and it was well saved. He was bumped after the shot and hits into the boards. He's up and doing okay. Shot comes in from Bentham that's deflected high over Oldale's goal. Over the net and up onto the flat roof in front of the bar here at Dumfries Ice Bowl. We'll have a face-off again inside the defensive zone of Blackburn. To the right-hand side of Oldale's net. That'll be McBean for the Sharks. They'll be up against, I think it's Thacker for Blackburn. McBean wins the draw, back to Bentham on the point. Bentham fires towards net, it's blocked well. Somebody's lost a stick, I'm not sure who it is. It's McBean's lost his stick, again possibly slashed out his hand. Didn't see what happened, but he goes off for a change. Danskin plays it round the boards towards Hamill. Hamill's dispossessed by the Hawks defenceman. Horn wins it back well. And he's put under pressure. Lewis Young battling for the puck and comes away with it. Good shot from in front by Gordon Horn, but it's well saved. And again, it'll be a face-off in the Hawks' defensive zone. Watson's back on the ice for Blackburn. He'll take this face-off. He'll be going up against Gordon Horn. And it's won by Gordon Horn, but Davis comes away with it for Blackburn, only as far as the point. Danskin has it, plays it round the boards towards Horn, who dumps it in front. There was nobody there for the Sharks. No icing on the play. Sharks pick it up. Bentham plays it to Murray. Nice wee pass, other side of his man. Murray looks for Kieran Hare, high guy, but misses the pass, and Davis has it, fires. It's blocked by Danskin and cleared away by Page at the second attempt. Page finishes his hit on Watson. Davis hits maybe a wee bit late on Bentham. They have a wee smile. Two pals played together over the years a few times. But Sharks come forward. Kieran here and behind the net. Hard hit and dispossessed of the puck. Murray finishes his hit as well. Again, the physicality just steps up a little bit here. Nothing dirty, but a couple of big hard hits coming in. It's fired by Davis, high slot, and Hepburn's equal to it, as he has been for most of the shots on him tonight. 9 minutes 22 to play in this second period. Solway Sharks 3, Blackburn Hawks 0. Scott Henderson in for the draw for the Sharks. It's won by Blackburn. Cross, fires. Again, catcher save by Hepburn. The draw's won again by Blackburn. Cross has it, plays it round the boards, and it's picked up by Ross Conley for the Sharks. Conley comes forward, finds Scotty Henderson through the middle. Henderson on his backhand, plays it across towards Gappa, but it's well tracked by Oldale in the Hawks net. And he missed it. It's got to be a penalty on a Shark here. It's on Scott Henderson. There's a bit of a hit in towards the boards. Looking like it's 2 minutes for roughing. But Scott Henderson, 2 goals tonight, 2 penalties tonight as well. Again, Blackburn on the power play. An issue with the face-off, so we'll try that one again. Murray for the Sharks, up against Lukvich for the Hawks, and it's won by Blackburn. Fired high over Hepburn's net, high and wide, but Blackburn pick it up. They have it behind the net. Connolly tying up his man. Davis there to help out the Hawks attacker, but Sharks come away with it. There was a hit behind the net on Kerr. The referee's whistle went. I don't think there's a penalty on it. I think the referee's just made an early whistle there. I'm not sure whether he thinks it's went over the plexi when Kerr's cleared the puck, because yeah, it's just still 4-on-4. It'll be a face-off to the right-hand side of Callum Hepburn's net. Ross Murray complaining how many warnings are Blackburn going to get for face-off violations, because that's been a number of them tonight. But he wins the face-off and Sharks come forward. Andy Craig putting the defenceman under pressure, but he circles, turns away from him, and Blackburn start to build. Through neutral ice, gain the zone, but it's picked off well by Kerr, who sends it the length of the ice, and Sharks head for a change. Blackburn come forward now. Flashed across off Lockerby's skate, and cleared again by Kerr. Lewis Houston puts the goalie under pressure, makes him play it. Picked up by Rory Lockerby, backhanded, fires. It was saved again by Oldale, and Blackburn again will come forward up the right hand side. Come forward now through King, who gains the zone. There's been a call offside. There's grumblings from the Blackburn bench. Not too happy on that one. I was following the man, so I can't say yes or no. But it'll be a face-off in the neutral zone. 49 seconds left on Scott Henderson's 2-minute penalty. The face-off's won by Watson for the Hawks, but it goes the whole length of the ice and it's in behind his net. Rory Lockerby finishes his hit behind the net. It's played towards a high guy, number 23, Sam Warnock, who can't control him. Bentham clears it the length of the ice. Just wide of the net as well, not far off being a shot on net. But Blackburn pick it up and start to build from the back through King. King comes forward at speed. Flashes a pass towards Watson, but he miscontrols it. Sharks could be onto one here. There's a high guy with Cam Hamill. Tied up well, and Odell does well to deal with it. The Hawks player loses an edge as he does. Hamill loses a glove. Shot fired on net by Lewis Young, but it's saved. No problem by Oldale. But again, that's killed off another 20 seconds or so, penalty. Only 8 seconds left, 7:08 left in the period. Still 3-0 to the Sharks. It'll be Lewis Young in for the face-off for the Sharks. Up against James for the Hawks. And it's won by Lewis Young, but the Hawks will pick up possession behind their net. 2-1, and that's the Sharks back to full strength. As the pass is dumped round the side of the boards, Bentham picks it up for the Sharks and finds Beattie on the near side, who plays it round the boards towards Cameron Hamill. Hamill picks it up, he's pulled, there'll be a penalty on the play. Yeah, there'll be a holding penalty against Blackburn now. Sharks have killed the 2 minutes. Blackburn's turn to go and take a seat in the box. And it will be number 29. It's Rue Tate that takes the 2-minute penalty. 6:44 to go in this second period. Sharks 3-0 up and have the man advantage. McBean in for the draw. Blackburn gain possession, but Hamill takes it off his man, plays it to Beattie at the point, to Bentham. Bentham back to Beattie. Bentham. Beattie fires from the point, but it's well saved. But we'll have another face-off inside the Hawks defensive zone. The same formation. McBean for the Sharks. Hamill and Lewis Young, Beattie and Bentham in defence. And it's won by the Sharks and picked up by Hamill, who finds Beattie again on the point. Assesses his options, goes for it himself. Catcher save again by Oldale. 20 seconds of the man advantage already gone, but a couple of good shots from the Shark, a couple of looks. Again, it's won by the Sharks. Bentham finds Beattie, back to Bentham. Finds McBean over on the far side. McBean back to Bentham, high point, back to McBean. Sharks just looking for a shooting lane here. McBean. Back to Bentham. Back to McBean. To Lewis Young in front. Fire, saved. Kel Beattie at the back door. Again, it's fantastic save by Oldale in the Hawks net. Makes a sprawling save as he comes across his crease, almost like a diving save in football. And Sharks have it in neutral ice. Have to clear the zone. McBean comes forward now for the Sharks. Slows it down. Finds Hamill. Back to McBean. Leaves the puck behind. Leaves the puck behind. And it's cleared. Sharks come forward. Bit of a delayed offside there on the Sharks. They were in the middle of a line change. Bentham took it into the zone, while a couple of Sharks were coming in on the bottom door of the Sharks bench as we look at it. So we'll have a face-off in neutral ice. Scott Henderson for the Sharks on the line with Peter Gappa and Lewis Houston. Danskin and Page on defence for the Sharks, and it's won by Scott Henderson. Plays it back towards Danskin, who plays it across to his defensive partner. Takes it behind his net. Danskin looks to set a play. 33 seconds to go on the man advantage for the Sharks. Danskin comes forward, finds Scott Henderson down the left-hand side. Takes it past his man, behind the net. Finds Gappa on the far side wall. Gappa back to Scott Henderson. Henderson back to Page. Page to Danskin. Danskin nods the head. Tells the man where to go. Looking for again a shooting lane. 10 seconds in the man advantage. Gappa has it. It's deflected to Scotty Henderson. Far side corner. Back to Danskin now. Back to Henderson. Henderson fires. Goal! Scott Henderson. Hat-trick goal. 4-0 Sharks. A very patient power play. And just as the Hawks return to full strength, Scotty finds the shooting lane that he's looked for the last minute of the power play. And boom! .4 minutes 41 to play in this second period. Solway Sharks 4, Blackburn Hawks 0. Sharks win the draw at centre ice and come forward. Kieran here towards Gordon Horn. Thacker losing edge. Kieran here in front. It's a goal! Kieran here makes it 5 for the Sharks. 2 goals in quick succession. It actually looks like he kind of fans on the shot a little bit, but he manages to squeak it past the netminder and gives Sharks a 5-goal lead with 4 minutes 29 to play. Just as that goes in, Blackburn Hawks call their timeout. 30 seconds to try and regroup here. Mr. Lomax calling the players in, trying to get them going. That's the end of that 30 seconds. Let's see what Blackburn have managed to come up with in that timeout. Let's see if they've set something up, changed something. Sometimes find power plays either go for you or against you. Hepburn heads back to his net for the Sharks. And it's a line of Gordon Horn, Kieran here, Ross Murray, Travis Lavery. And it is Conley as well, the 5th man for the Sharks. Sharks win the face-off and come forward now through Travis Lavery, who dumps it around the boards. King has it. He's hit hard by Lavery in front on the boards cleanly. Good work by Travis, who parks himself in front of the net. It's fired just over Ross Murray on the point. Travis done well to park himself in front of the goal. We've seen him do it a few times this season. And he reaps the rewards quite often when he does it. Not this time though. Hawks come forward and gain the zone. There's an offside call. Not appreciated by Mr. Osmond on the Hawks bench. Not too happy. Apologises to the linesman for his reaction. And Mark Alexander skates off with a smile. We'll have a face-off in neutral ice. Lewis Houston for the Sharks wins it, but he's tied up, and Aaron Davis gains his own. Fires, it's blocked in front by Travis Lavery, and Kerr picks it up for the Sharks. There's a hit on the boards by 23, Sam Warnock, but Sharks come forward. Connor Henderson has it. Connor Henderson gains the zone, takes it round his man behind the net. In front is well saved, Lewis Houston with a shot in front, but it's well saved again by Oldale in the Hawks net. Must save, and though conceding 5 already, he's having a cracking game. Watson steams in with a big hit. There's no call on the play. There now will be. Lavery's in there with Watson. The two of them are tied up. Can't really see what's going down. It's on the near side boards in front of us here. Lots of bodies and stand C standing up, unable to see what's going on. Travis skates off with a smile. There could be more coming here. There's pushing and shoving. Cade King's involved with Connor Henderson. And Watson's involved as well. There could be more penalties to follow there. You can't really see what's going on with the bodies that are standing in front of it, unfortunately. It will be, it seems to be just a penalty against Travis Lavery. I'm surprised there's not one either side there. There's a whole lot of things going on in front of the boards, but Travis Lavery sits 2 minutes for holding. Ross Murray's asking the question of Ferguson. Surely there should be a wee bit more than that for the first incident or maybe the afters, but it seems like there's not. And again, Hawks will have the one-man advantage. And the 4 for the Sharks are Lewis Houston, Callum Boyd, Kel Beattie, and Stuart Kerr. The draw's won by Blackburn. The puck deflects up onto the Blackburn bench, and it'll be another face-off inside the zone. Blackburn win the draw, fire it on net, but it's blocked well by Houston. Blackburn still have it in the zone. Passing it, looking for their shooting lane, patient on the power play like Sharks were, but it's blocked well in front by Kerr. Again in behind Callum Hepburn's net. To the man on the point. Fires through bodies, but Hepburn holds well. Straight into the logo, he'll have no problem saving them. Gappa and Danskin getting the assists on Scott Henderson's goal. That's the Sharks' 4th goal of the night. Kel Beattie wins it for the Sharks and clears it the length of the ice. 30 seconds off the Hawks man advantage already. Hawks are coming forward down the far side in front of their benches. Boyd with a big hit and dispossesses his man of the puck well. But Blackburn still have it in front of the net, fired wide. And Boyd will pick it up again, takes a bump, then hits his man on the point, and again Sharks come away with the puck. Lewis Houston rounds his man, he's hit and is dispossessed well. Beattie has it, dumps it in deep. Lewis Houston will pick it up behind the Hawks net. Lewis Houston still has it, to Beattie on the point, looks for Boyd in front, but it's picked off and Blackburn will come forward. Blackburn dump it forward through the zone and Davis will pick it up, but it's behind the net. Leaves it behind. Kerr picks it up for the Sharks and Sharks come forward through Beattie. Cammy Hamill's on for the Sharks, misses the pass. 22 seconds left on the man advantage and it's picked off well by Lewis Young at centre ice. Blackburn gain it again and come forward through the neutral zone. They find Riddick on the far side, drops it back, but Lewis Young picks it off and clears it. 10 seconds left on the man advantage. Another cracking penalty kill so far from the Sharks. Hamill puts a hit in on Watson. Bentham has it for the Sharks. He's hit into the boards. Again, another big hit by Watson on Beattie. Beattie comes away with it for the Sharks. Does well, and Sharks come forward 3-0 here. Sharks goal! Cammy Hamill! Counter-attacking ice hockey from the Sharks. Solway Sharks 3-0. Defence were away the other side of town. Sharks passed it brilliantly, remained calm, back and forth. Hamill was there at the back door to slot it away. And that makes it Solway Sharks 6, Blackburn Hawks 0, with 55 seconds and change left to play in this second period. The draw's won by the Sharks. It's Callum Boyd that has it, rounds his man, he's tripped. No call. Bit of a worried look by Cross of Blackburn towards the referee. I think he knows himself it was a trip, but nothing called. Page picks it up for the Sharks, round the back of his own net, dumps it off to Danskin, who picks it up and looks to set a play. Rounds his own net and comes forward now. At speed, Danskin through centre ice, plays it towards Gappa. Gappa has it, looks for Henderson in the front, but it's picked off well by the defence. And Blackburn now come forward. James has it, shoots, blockered away by Hepburn. Helped out by Gappa. Stressed pass, Callum Boyd. Oh, they've called it offside. Very similar to the one we had a couple of weeks ago with Johnny McBean. High guy, fantastic pass through the middle. Takes control of the puck, but it's called offside. Another one that is probably worth having a look back on. I know we had the one with Johnny against Widnes in the cup first leg a few weeks ago. That was a tight call. I think that's another one. Danskin has it for the Sharks. Finds Andy Craig. Andy Craig shoots it. Gloved by O'Dell with time up. When Sharks dominant in that period. 6-0 up after the second. A very well-rounded performance. A lot of time on the penalty kill as well. But Sharks playing extremely well again today. Join us again around 15 minutes for period 3 action live from Dumfries Ice Bowl. And we're off. Scott Henderson wins the draw and plays the puck round to Stuart Kerr, who picks it up and behind his own nets. A long stretch pass looking for Boyd. Boyd wins it. Goes past one, well ushered off. But Sharks work hard to keep it in the zone. Scott Henderson looks to dump it in deep, but it's stopped by Watson. Kerr can't keep it in the zone, but keeps possession of the puck. Drops it back to Henderson, who comes forward at speed through centre ice, but he's picked off by Watson, who just dumps it in. Hepburn controls it and fires it round the boards. Finds Boyd in front of the Sharks bench. Boyd looks for Gappa, but it's picked off in centre ice by Warnock. And it's sent the length of the ice. Ison's waved off a deflection at centre ice. But Kerr picks up for the Sharks. Finds Conley. Conley flicks it through. It'll be Ison this time against the Sharks. So we'll come all the way back down for a face-off in front of Callum Hepburn's net. First minute of this period gone already. Jonathan McBean in for the Sharks and wins it. It's picked up by Conley. Plays it round the boards. Boyd taps it round his man. Sharks chance of a 3-on-1 here. Boyd finds Gappa at the back door. Gappa fires another cracking save by O'Dell. He's crashed into by McBean. Completely accidental. A high five as he jumps back up on his feet there. Completely accidental coming together. Just both players heading into the same area. O'Dell looking a wee bit shaken up. Pulls his helmet up against his head. A wee fist bump between him and Johnny. No hard feelings. A wee drink of water and he'll be fine to continue. We'll have a face-off outside of the zone. Centre ice. In front of the penalty box. That'll be McBean for the Sharks. Lukevich for the Hawks. And it's won by McBean. Bentham finds Hamill. It's picked up by Beattie, who goes round his man. Beattie behind the net, all the way around, full circle to Bentham on the point. Bentham plays it in deep to Lewis Young. Lewis Young to McBean in front. McBean, great hands, fires just wide of the post. Lewis Young picks it up and it stays in the zone. Bentham has it now. Bentham plays it in behind the goals, picked up by Hamill for the Sharks. Skates through the face-off circle, back to Bentham at the point. Bentham fires through bodies. Straight into the logo again of O'Dell. Deals with it well. And we'll have a face-off to O'Dell's left-hand side. That'll be McBean for the Sharks. It's tied up in the linesman's legs, but Sharks come away with it. Bentham tries to fire it round the boards. Young has it for the Sharks. It's hit high, but no call. Sharks come forward through McBean. McBean plays it back to Hamill, who fires. It's blocked in front. But Sharks have possession. McBean behind the Hawks' goal now. Nice hands again to round his man. Plays it backhanded to Lewis Young. Plays it back to McBean. Fires! Whoa, just wide. Hamill misses the rebound as it bounced back off the boards in front of the net. Picked up by Kel Beattie, plays it forward. McBean comes again. Looks for his option, takes it round Watson, no bother. Like he wasn't there, he's hooked back, he still has it, he shoots. Saved, Bentham on the point, fires hard. Off Watson's legs and deflected well wide of the goal. And Hawks come forward now through King. That'll be offside. Yeah, he just lost control of the puck just in front of the Sharks bench and the puck was behind him. He went across the blue line before the puck did. Offside, correct call. And we'll have a face-off in neutral ice. Gordon Horn in for the Sharks, up against Watson for the Hawks. Tied up well, and Sharks come forward through Gordon Horn, who gains the zone and dumps it in. Oldale comes out his net, but it's picked up by Gordon Horn. It's the first to it. It's fired round the boards. Danskin will get there first, flicks it round his man, plays it to Gordon Horn, back to Danskin. Danskin tries to send it across, but it's blocked well in front. Horn has it behind the net. Horn still has it, plays it round the boards. Oh, again, another big hit. Tried to go in at neutral ice. It was Warnock, but he just bounced off the Sharks' new lad, Finn Page, like he wasn't there. And Ross Murray puts in a hit on Watson, takes him down. Clean hit again, though. But Davis comes forward now for the Hawks, fires hard off the pads of Callum Hepburn and away. Sharks pick it up through Danskin. Sets a play behind his net. Goes past one. Goes past two. Goes past three. Danskin, four. Rounds everybody and fires it wide. That would have been a highlight reel goal. But it's Page on the point. Plays it round the boards towards Horn. It's flicked out. Page is put under pressure, but Kerr comes across, helps out his D-man, and takes it round one. Plays the pass to Connor Henderson. Kerr works hard and gets it out the zone and gains the zone. 4 Hawks round about him, but still has the puck. Fires it round the boards hard, and it's picked up by Lewis Houston for the Sharks, who flicks it towards Rory Lockerbie. His pass towards Houston is deflected, and Hawks pick it up behind the net. But again, Sharks working hard. Houston through the face-off circle, fires! Deflected high and over the bar and catches the net and behind the goals above the plexi. And that'll be a face-off in the zone. Again, Sharks forechecking hard from the front. Blackburn just not getting a second of time on the puck. There's a Shark swarming round about him. Try to take it off them every single time. Lewis Houston loses out on that one. Blackburn have possession. They flick it round the boards. Takes a nasty bounce off the plexi and it falls to Houston. To Lockerbie, back to Houston. Lockerbie rounds the net, backhanded in front. It's well flicked away by Thacker, who plays it round the boards. It's dumped the length of the ice, and Ross Conley will get there first on the ice and call. It'll come the whole way back up for a face-off in the Blackburn defensive zone. Sharks deciding to have it at the left-hand side of Oldale's net. With Scott Henderson in for the Sharks. And it's won by Henderson, who flicks it forward, chases after it, but Blackburn do well to flick it round the boards. Kerr keeps it in at the point and plays it round past Boyd to Henderson. Hawks come away with it now through centre ice. James misses the puck, can't take it with him. And Sharks come forward now. Scott Henderson rounds his man. Scott Henderson one-on-one. Shoots and it's a goal! Scotty Henderson, 4th goal of the night. 7-0 to the Sharks. Rounded his man beautifully at the top of the attacking zone and made no mistake from close range. Fires it catcher side past Oldale. 14:50 left to play in this third period, and Sharks take the lead 7-0. And young Bradley Bentham enjoys a wee goal celebration and a dance. That's what you love to see. Scott Henderson has it for the Sharks, plays it towards Boyd. Boyd looks for Henderson again, but he just misses out on the return pass. Big hit in centre ice by Boyd on King. King doesn't like it. Boyd's coming forward now. Dumps it the length of the ice. Gapper will pick it up. Gapper, right-hand side to Henderson. Henderson fires over. Puck just bobbled in front of the goal. Didn't make it easy for him on the shot. Gapper still has it though. He's hit against the boards cleanly. Henderson comes out with it for the Sharks. Tied up in his feet, but Boyd picks it up behind the goal. Back to Gapper, back to Boyd. Boyd still has it. Boyd rounds the face-off circle, looks for a man. Fires it off the feet of Watson, and Blackburn clear it. Could go for icing here. Yeah, it does. That'll be no change for Blackburn. We'll come all the way back up this other end for a face-off to the left-hand side of Oldale's net this time, I think. Quick change of mind from the Sharks. It's actually the right-hand side, and it's Johnny McBean going in for the draw. Up against Watson. McBean wins it, but it's picked up by the Hawks. Can't clear it out the zone. Stays in, they clear it at the second attempt, but it's picked up on defence by Finn Page, who plays it to Lewis Young, who drops it off for McBean. McBean at speed, rounds his man, finds the pass to Page, fires from the point. It's a great shot. Equally good save by Oldale in the net. He had to deflect it up, stick, and it's bounced off of the net again, above the plexi behind his goal. Face off for the Sharks. Well, face off in the attacking zone of the Sharks. McBean in again. And McBean wins again. Hamill plays it off to Young. Back to Page, who dumps it into the far side corner for Hamill to chase. Does well to lift his man's stick, but Blackburn come away with it through Warnock. Coming through centre ice now. It's dumped off. It's dumped in deep, and there's a Hawks man there. He just circled the net and picks it up. Riddick now behind the net, throws it out in front, but it's picked off well by McBean, and Sharks will come forward. McBean, great pass to Hamill. Hamill looks for the pass inside, but it's well cut out. Blackburn can't clear the zone. It's picked up at the point by Lavery, who fires just wide. Oldale had to paddle it away. Off the rebound, off the boards, it's Lewis Young now. Skates in, fires just over. And it's cleared round the boards, but it stays in the zone again. Page has it. Hits it, Lukevich tries to hit him, but again he's knocked down to the ground. Finn Page in his first game for the Sharks, showing that he is maybe a bit of a powerhouse. He's a big lad at 6'2", and that's a couple of players this evening bounce straight off him when they've tried to hit him. Sharks are coming forward now through Lewis Young. Plays it to Kieran here. Kieran here goes round his man and round the back of the net. Drops it off to Murray. Murray has it. Pirouettes past his man. Plays it up to the point to Lavery, who fires on net. And it's well held. .12:01 left in this third period. Still Solway Sharks 7, Blackburn Hawks 0. Gordon Horn in for the face-off for the Sharks. And it's won by Horn, just evades Murray, but Kerr dumps it in. And behind the goals, it's picked up by Mahoy of the Hawks, who plays it round the boards, and they'll come forward with it now through neutral ice, through Thraka. Gains the zone, fires, Hepburn. Saves in tight, squeezes the elbow against his body to keep the puck out. But Hawks showing, even at 7-0 down on that breakaway, they can be quite dangerous. Callum had to be alert, and he was, kept that one out. Gordon Horn loses out on that draw there, and the Hawks have chances, but it's blocked well in front by Kerr. And Travis Lavery at the second attempt blocks well. Sharks will come forward now through Murray. Murray sends it down the boards, eases his man off it and to the ground. Kerr misses it on the point, so it's out the zone. Kerr's doing well, battling with Watson, and Murray takes it off him. Dumps it into the zone. Blackburn pick it up. Murray again for the Sharks, plays it to Lavery behind his own net, and Lavery comes forward at speed, past one, past two, through the legs across, lovely little move. He's well knocked off the puck there by the Hawks. Forward playing in defence, it's flicked forward and Kerr will have to chase that. He's put hard under pressure, he's knocked into the boards, there's no call on the play. Travis Lavery doesn't like it either. There's got to be a call on Travis Lavery here for slashing. Didn't like the hit. Martin Grubb is not very happy on the Sharks bench at all. He feels there should probably be a call on the hit on Kerr down by the boards. Daniel Ferguson says no. So Travis Lavery again, second time tonight, sits a 2-minute penalty. 10:42 to play in this third period. Hawks have the man advantage. Ross Murray's having conversations with somebody, possibly James Riddick in number 79. Not too impressed at the lack of call on the hit on Kerr. And Murray will put Mahoy under pressure. Makes him dump it in. Sharks will pick it up with Bentham. Bentham fires at Kel Beattie. Deflected, and Kel just clears it the length of the ice. That takes 15-20 seconds off the penalty already. And Hawks look to build from the back. Murray put them under pressure. They still have it, and they come forward up this left-hand side through Riddick. Riddick stops up just before the face-off circle, drops the pass back. Hits the bar, it's off the bar and stays out. And Sharks have got a one-on-one here. It's Lewis Houston. Can Lewis Houston round his man? Stops, backhand, forehand. Fires the backhanded shot wide of the net. But Sharks just showing even with 4 they can be dangerous, and there's an offside on the play. The Hawks forward just a little bit too keen to gain the zone there. 1:12 left in Travis Lavery's penalty. And again, a good 50 seconds of kill already from the Sharks. Gordon Horn up against Watson in the face-off circle in neutral ice. And it's won well by Gordon Horn. Helped out by Kieran here, who flaps it back towards Liam Danskin. Danskin now at speed, rounds the net past 2. Gains the zone. Drops all the way back. A very clever penalty kill play. Back to Finn Page, who sends it the length of the ice. It was touched down at centre ice by one of the Hawks defencemen, but actually helped out the Sharks. It deflected to Kieran Hare, who then laid it off to Gordon Horn. Liam Danskin picks it up again for the Sharks. Plays it back towards Page. Sharks having a very good penalty kill here. Kieran Hare drops it back towards Liam Danskin. Danskin finds a long pass. Doesn't find his teammate. Liam Danskin's asking Watson to take his cage off. That should be a delay of game penalty. Got to be, it didn't deflect, it went straight out. Surely it's a delay of game penalty. No. No call. The puck was fired by, I believe it was number 43, Damari James of the Hawks. It looked like from up here, it went straight over the plexi. Should have been maybe a delay of game. Must have caught the plexi on the way over. No call, but Sharks win the face-off and dump it into the zone. It's picked up behind the net, and there's only 4 seconds left on Travis Lavery's penalty. Travis Lavery's back out the box. Sharks send it the length of the ice. I don't think they realised that it was actually back to 5-on-5. And it'll be an icing call. The length of the ice. Back to the Sharks' defensive zone. For the Sharks, you've got Ross Conley, Stuart Kerr, Peter Gappa, Callum Boyd, and Scott Henderson. And it'll be Scott Henderson in for the draw. And he'll go up against Watson again. Now, get off my goalie. Watson has just tried to punch the puck into the net. He has hit Callum Hepburn. I'm not a fan of that at all. Watson smiling, laughing, 27 years old, wearing a cage. Whether it's a facial injury, I do not know. But he's got no interest. Ross Conley had a word with him, saying, "What are you doing to my goalie?" Boyd's having a word as well. He's not making the best of friends here in Dumfries tonight. The puck will come out the zone and we'll have a face-off here in neutral ice. It'll be Watson. Sharks are just waiting for Hepburn to get his helmet back on. Be Watson against Henderson. That's Callum set now. Henderson wins the draw. Back to Kerr, who finds Connolly. Connolly plays it forward. Boyd has it now for the Sharks. Boyd hooked, slashed, tripped, everything but keeps the puck. And Kerr fires from the point. It's deflected high up into the air. The referee lost it, but it didn't actually hit the roof or anything, so it's gloved back down. Sharks still have it in the attacking zone. Kerr loses out on it, but it's picked up by Boyd, who plays it in front, and it's cleared by Davis. But kept in at the point by Connolly, who fires it down low to Scott Henderson. Scott Henderson's hit hard against the boards. Boyd still has it. Scott Henderson, stick slashed out of his hands. So it'll be a 2-minute penalty. Sharks have the man advantage. Callum Hepburn heads to the bench as Andy Craig joins the action. Sharks having a 6-on-5 until it's touched up here. That'll be it now, touched up, yeah. Number 61 it is for the Blackburn Hawks. McClelland will be going for a 2 minutes for slashing. Ferguson seen this one this time. Scott Henderson's stick was slashed out of his hands, high into the air. And it'll now be Sharks' turn to go on the man advantage for at least the next 2 minutes. With 7 minutes 29 to play. It's a forward line of Lewis Houston. It's Rory Lockerbie, it's Andy Craig, and it's Bentham and Beattie on the defensive points for the Sharks. Face-offs won by Blackburn, and it's cleared the length of the ice. Beattie manages to deflect it, keeps it in neutral ice. Finds Lockerbie with a good stretch pass. Lockerbie rounds the man and gains the zone on the left-hand side. Takes it round his man, stops back, drops it off to Beattie. Bentham finds Houston. Houston fans on the shot, and Blackburn managed to clear it the second attempt. But Bentham picks it up for the Sharks. Finds Beattie. Beattie behind his own net, drops it off for Bentham, and Bentham will travel at speed. Plays the pass towards Beattie, just behind him. Sharks still have it in their own defensive zone. It's Bentham at speed again. Through neutral ice, finds Lewis Houston with his pass this time. Lewis Houston still has it, finds Bentham on the point. Bentham plays it to Beattie. Beattie stops it with his skate, fires, blocked in front. Comes well out the zone, and that's Blackburn a good minute a kill on this penalty already, but Bentham still has it for the Sharks. Plays a nice stretch pass towards Cam Hamill, who takes it round Watson like he wasn't there. Drops it back to McBean. McBean finds Page on the point. Page has it now, drops it back to McBean. To Danskin. Danskin has all the time in the world. Back to McBean. McBean back to Danskin. 30 seconds left. McBean fires but wide, but it'll be picked up by Page on the far side. Flicks it round towards Hamill in behind the Hawks net. Hamill rounds his man. Picked up by Lewis Young. Plays it back round towards Hamill. Hamill back to McBean. McBean finds Page, who finds Danskin. Sharks again, just very patient on this penalty. Danskin fires, it's deflected wide by Watson. James sends it the whole length of the ice. No ice in just before the penalty expired. But Sharks come forward. Finn Page at speed, gains the blue, drops it back towards Hamill, who plays it to McBean in behind the net, tight up against the boards. Plays it to Danskin at the point. Danskin fires through bodies just wide, not far away at all. But Hawks clear it. It's kept in by Danskin. McBean has it now, rounds the face-off circle through the legs of 23 Warnock. But Hawks pick it up. It's well intercepted and centre ice by Danskin, who finishes his hit on Riddick. And Sharks come forward again through McBean. McBean plays a pass round the back of the net towards Hamill. Hamill's hit with a high stick there, and that'll be a penalty on the Hawks. Just caught with a high stick by number 12 it is. Ethan Mahoy coming in for a 2-minute penalty for high sticks. 4 minutes And 42 seconds left to play in this third period. Still Solway Sharks 7, Blackburn Hawks 0. Scott Henderson in for the draw with the Sharks on his line with Boyd and Gappa, as he has been all night. Up against Watson. It's won by Watson, but Sharks get the lucky bounce and it falls to Gappa on this near side as we look. It's played to Kerr on the point. Kerr plays it back to Gappa. Gappa skates through the face-off circle, fires low. Kick save by Oldale in the net, but Sharks still have possession. King puts Boyd under pressure, but it's dumped in by Lavery. King comes away with it. Kerr's there in defensive cover and takes the puck off him very well. Kerr comes forward at speed, rounds his man, drops it towards Gappa. Gappa still in possession behind the net, skates out through the face-off circle to Lavery at the point. Yeah, the puck just crept out. Travis just couldn't quite control it on the point, crept over the blue line, dragged it back in. The referee noticed it, and we'll have a face-off in neutral ice with 1 minute 15 left on the Hawks penalty. Sharks, of course, with the man advantage. 3 minutes 57 left to play. Gordon Horn in for the face-off. Try that one again. Warning for the Sharks. Gordon Horn wins it again and plays it back to Stuart Kerr, who finds Ross Conley. Ross Conley to Gordon Horn. Gordon Horn skates, gains his own just in front of the Blackburn bench. Plays it towards Kieran Hare, who fires. Squeezed wide. Oldale done well to keep that one out again. Kerr now. Back to Kieran Hare. Hare back to Kerr. Skates in. Finds Conley at the back post. Back to Kerr. Again, it's patient by the Sharks. It's fired from distance by Kerr through a lot of bodies. Oldale does well, holds on, and it'll be a face-off. Gordon Horn again in for the draw for the Sharks. Up against James, and it's won by James for the Hawks, who send it round the boards and get it out. It's picked up by Ross Conley now. Ross Conley skates back towards his own net, sets a play, assesses his options, comes forward. Nice stretch pass to Kieran Hare, who tips it forward, gains his puck, bounces off the hit, does very well there to gain possession, and still has it now in behind the Hawks net. Plays it round the sideboards. It's Ross Conley. Ross Conley finds Gordon Horn on the far side. Kel Beattie fires, saved, and just wide by the deflection on Murray. As you can hear, Callum Hepburn tapping his stick on the ice. It's 5-on-5 hockey again. Goal! Gordon Horn! Shot from high up on the point. Flies through a ruckus of body and past Oldale in the net. Once again, Sharks very patient on a power play. And just as the penalty expires, Sharks take advantage. Solway Sharks 8, Blackburn Hawks 0. 2 minutes 36 to play in this third period. Callum Hepburn comes out his net to try and stop it, slows it down enough for Bentham to pick it up, who plays a nice pass towards Lockerbie in neutral ice, flips it forward towards Houston through the centre. Hawks pick it off, but it's Lockerbie has it again, still in the zone, picked off well by Riddick, finds his teammate, but they get tangled up together. It's Craik now for the Sharks, gains his own, dumps it through towards net and makes Oldale cover. Was never going to go past him, but it's one he had to put his glove over. So we'll have a face-off. It'll be Lewis Houston for the Sharks up against Watson for the Hawks. And it's won by Houston. Fired from the point by Bentham. It's well saved. And Blackburn come forward. Lewis Houston sticks out a skate and blocks it. The goal's actually been awarded to Ross Murray, not Gordon Horn on the 8th goal there. So whether it was a deflection in front of the net, possibly, it was certainly a shot from Gordon. So Peanut maybe got a wee touch in front. So a wee correction on that one. But Sharks come forward now through Lewis Houston, gains the blue, fires hard, but it's well blocked in front of the net. Combination of the two defencemen. Rory Lockerbie does well to round his man, but it's picked off. Watson flicks it forward, and Bentham will pick it up for the Sharks. Flicks it into neutral ice, picked up by Scott Henderson. Scott Henderson finds Peter Gappa. Peter Gappa through the middle. Combination of defence again there, manages to dispossess Gappa, and the Hawks will come forward now. Callum Hepburn plays it quickly, and Boyd will put on a foot chase here and put under pressure. Boyd grabs the puck, drops it back. Scott Henderson to Gappa. Gappa goal! Peter Gappa. 52 seconds left in the third period. Scotty Henderson drops the pass back to Gappa, who rounds the goalie and makes no mistake into the empty net. Boom! Solway Sharks 9, Blackburn Hawks 0. .52 seconds and change to go in this period. Scott Henderson in for the draw for the Sharks. It's won by Hawks, but Sharks pick it up now. Dumped forward by Finn Page. Hawks have it behind their own net. They look for the man. They play it through centre ice, but it's picked off and Sharks will come forward. Page dumps it opposite side of the ice, looking for Boyd. Cross has it for the Hawks. Plays it to Lukvich. Big hit by Gappa and open ice. Danskin now picks it up for the Sharks and behind their own net. Sharks come forward through Peter Gappa. Gappa still has it through the legs. Drops it back off the post. Scott Henderson rings the post with 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left now. I think that'll do as a contest. The Hawks just flick one towards the net, but that's a final buzzer here in Dumfries Ice Bowl. It's Solway Sharks 9, Blackburn Hawks 0. A 4-goal game for Scott Henderson. A shutout for Callum Hepburn. A very well-rounded performance by the Sharks once again on home ice. Stay with us here and we'll let you know man of the match in the next few minutes as the teams shake hands at centre ice.